Well, over in New Mexico, the state is breaking records, but not in a good way. The Environment Department found unprecedented levels of former chemicals in a state lake. Bilo Olage explains why the department issued a warning to residents, especially hunters.
New Mexico, wake up. We got to do something about PFAS contamination.
The New Mexico Environment Department released a report showing one of the state lakes is setting a world record for the highest levels of PFAS in plants and wildlife.
That's terrible news for New Mexico.
The contamination of this forever chemical was found at Holloman Lake, a wastewater reservoir for Holloman Air Force Base located near Alamogordo and close to White Sands.
The bad part about PFAS are that they are known carcinogens at this point. They can cause cancer. They can cause reproductive health issues in both men and women.
Cabinet Secretary of the state's Environment Department, James Kenney, says it's animals like this kangaroo rat that unintentionally poison the ecosystem.
And by just simply being there and eating the insects and the grasses and being around that water, they're picking up these PFAS levels.
Kenney says the death of the small animal would exponentially contaminate the soil. They took a look at the amount of PFAS in the flora and fauna, and while they expected to see the chemicals,
what we didn't expect is to break or hold a world record that nobody wants to hold.
And while the lake has been closed to hunters since last year, the chemicals could affect those who've hunted in the area between 2010 and 2024.
Here we're talking about you hunt wild game, you prepare it, you eat a dime-size amount of that meat, and you're exposed to a lifetime of PFAS.
The department is also warning hunters to not eat any wild game that may be associated with Holloman Lake migratory paths. They have documented foams containing PFAS on the shoreline of the lake, which they say is spreading the chemicals.
The NMED is introducing a two-bill package this legislative session. It aims to reduce the risk of PFAS and hazardous waste contamination to New Mexicans.